Greetings, all. Saturday night, just went for a little walk to clear my head. Just here to deliver the theme of the week for the upcoming week. Um, I'll explain later how I come up with these different themes. I have a bit of a process. Part of it is what I've been picking up on with things that have been going on with everybody in the group, but also everything that's going on in the world. And as we know, we're all really connected with what's been happening lately. Um, Three things to share with regards to the theme of this week, and the theme is letting go. Okay, so when we're dealing with a change that happens so suddenly like this, something as drastic as this is, um, I've been feeling it myself, and I've been getting it from friends of mine that I've been chatting with and stuff too. Is the one time that I tend to notice the most is when I wake up in the morning. You wake up, and at first it's like you think it's a regular day, then you realize, oh, we're in quarantine. I'm not going to work. My regular routines. It's still only like a couple weeks in. We've only done a week of this. Like a lot has happened in the last week. We're still on a day-to-day finding out new information. So as a result, and I don't know if any of you have been noticing something like this, but there's been an increase in anxiety sometimes. For me, I feel it in my stomach usually. Some anxiety in my gut and kind of moving up into my chest and stuff. And I get up, I do my routines, I meditate, I practice my tools that I've been sharing, and before you know it, within the half an hour or so, I'm ready to take on the day and get into action. So if you're noticing some of that, some of the content this week is geared around helping with that. So what's causing the anxiety? What's causing that feeling? Well, a lot of it's really obvious. For one, there's more external things, external controls that are happening around us and happening in our lives that we kind of don't exactly have control over. So one of them is, for some of us, our places of work have had to shut down. If you're a business owner, you've had to shut your business down, or close down, or lay off staff, or do some major changes in order to deal with the situation, deal with it safely. So there's some external factors that could be causing this anxiety, especially the fact that it's come on so quickly. There's also factors around financially, how it affects us. I was on a Zoom call with about 16 or 17 other men with our men's networking group in Toronto, and you could tell which men in the group had their financial situation organized prior to even knowing about the pandemic, and the other ones that were doing okay, but were not ready for something like this. And sometimes it's just circumstances. Sometimes it's just not knowing. We're busy. We can't address the things like our savings and our bookkeeping. There's a lot of things that happen that require us, that results in us putting things off. And that's what we're learning in this pandemic. The things that we've been putting off that we've been needing to do are kind of biting us in the ass right now. So you could tell in the group which men had their finances organized before this even started, and the ones that didn't, because the ones that didn't are really under the wire right now, trying to figure out how to adapt. In my case, and a lot of, there's about 4 or 5 other trainers in the group, we're all talking about how we're going to adapt through online. I've been doing a little bit of online and remote work in the past, but now I'm forced to really figure out how it's going to work. Interestingly enough, I tried a couple sessions on the week, and it tend to work. So I'll share more of that later, but these are the things that's causing the anxiety, right? So with the theme of letting go is, what can we do, or what can we let go of that's out of our control, and what can we do, or what's being provided to us to be able to control or adapt to that situation. The government's now responded. with some things that will help a fair bit of us. So maybe get a list of things that need to be done and just start checking them off. I feel like you're moving towards safety. It sounds like the country is got our backs, so that's something we could take a breath and let go a little bit of the stress of that. Although it is stressful until you've secured things that way, but that's something that could be causing the stress and something that we might need to look into if we're not doing anything, or if we haven't checked off all the things that are is required of us to get the security back that we need. That's going to cause anxiety every morning. So there's resources for that. That's not my expertise. So I'm picking up on that. That's what I've picked up in the last week or so. The second thing that could be affecting our stress levels and our anxiety is more personal level stuff. So prior to the pandemic, there might have been personal issues that you've been not getting to, whether it be your personal health or relationships or something, I don't know, that you're just not right with. Sometimes it's work stress. If you're dealing with work stress, you want to deal with, let go of someone at work, or change your job situation, or you're in between job situations. The heart chakra is very much related to relationship stress, usually our main partner or the people closest to us, but also work-related stress. So these are also things that pre-pandemic, if they were sitting there, there was no urgency to deal with them. But with all the time off and all the stuff going on right now that has got us in our houses, a lot of time to think, a lot of time to kind of look at our situation, that could be causing anxiety as well. Like we were never sitting around prepared to just someone snaps their finger and all of a sudden we had all this time to like stay at our homes and deal with our stuff. I'm finding that's a huge thing in social media globally that people are addressing. A lot of the thought leaders in social media around are talking about how this is a time for us to reset and recalibrate and look at our situation and go, what's making me happy? What am I happy about? What I love? And what's not making me happy? And what is there to do now that I have time to think about it? So those aren't necessarily easy questions. So I shared some questions in the email to check out. So take a look at that. And we're going to sort of let this theme unfold as the week goes on. I have exercises, a meditation, some writing work. I'm thinking of doing a FaceTime as well, meditation. So there's some things I'm just diving into. Like, I mean, this is new to me, but I'm excited about just taking it on. And I've been also taking on being able to. I got a hold of all of my clients to book video calls with and check in with them, see how they're doing. So just to let everyone know in the group, if you would like to be in contact with me, we could do a video call. If you'd like to clear the air a little bit or ask any questions, feel free to email me or text me direct. Usually on Thursdays, I share back the Q&A. So if any questions you ask, I answer them back in the content on Thursday emails. So please feel free to reach out direct if you have any questions. I think that's it. Theme of the week, letting go. We'll deal more with this as the week goes on, step by step, in digestible pieces at your own pace. Have a great week. Chat with you soon.